So FEMENIN project came about through work that we had conceived with previous partners, very much a project called My Family, which was looking at migrant education programs, and following discussion around some of the key issues that we're all interested in, we came up with FEMENIN, which essentially is empowering female entrepreneurs through economic and mathematical literacy. Actually surprisingly high at times, and one of the things that one should always take on board with projects like this is that you need to look at the starting base for learners and not assume, for example, just because they might have English as a second language, that therefore that mathematics might be of a similar level. You could have some really incredibly skilled people, and it's just about empowering them to use those skills. It's a good question in terms of the dynamic of the migrant and refugee community that we're working with. But I mean, imagine if you or I were transplanted from our natural geography to somewhere else in the world. Clearly, the first thing we would think about was not, guess what, I think I'll start up a business and take out a business loan. There are some more fundamental things about putting down roots and getting your kids into school or getting a job yourself. So I think that's possibly why. Yeah, again, it's interesting looking at the research. I mean, there are some partner countries whereby migrant and refugees do not stay long enough actually to benefit from a program like FEMENIN. But we're looking at people who've been in a country perhaps 12 months or more as a starting point. So they've done all the things that I said, and they're now in a position to think about how can I, be more entrepreneurial? How can I use these skills, this kind of innovation that I think I've got here? So one of the key things is that we do that initial piece of research, that assessment to see what each country needs. And again, it's not that everybody wants everything. One of the things that I've learned across kind of projects over the last, 5-6 years now, is if you build a curriculum model that has, that flexibility, that dynamism, so that actually you can select the component parts that work in each country, that's a really good model. So we're still building the tools. Frankly, I think it's a great opportunity with blended learning, B-learning, to go way, way beyond the parameters of the project. And I think from all the partners, other global links, it's a great opportunity not to say, well, this project works for us or it works in Europe, but actually globally, we can use it as a solution. I think it's not just about the number of learners that we reach, and it's not just about the number of countries we reach, but it's about sustainability. And one of the key concerns I have with all projects like this is that when the funding stops, where's the enthusiasm, where's the will to make them sustainable, to last longer, to have that benefit? And I'd love it if I came back to you in 5 years' time and you said, so where's FEMENIN now? And I said, it's flourishing, it's being used as a training tool, it's being held up as best practice, and actually you invite us back here for another case study and we tell you how good it's been.